Hello everybody. So today we are finally getting to a project that I have been wanting to work on for the past year or so. I managed to complete this project within a relative time of a month. So what we have is a website for the GameHacker569 YouTube channel. And so quickly for some background, I've been looking into web development for a while now, ever since I was taught the Writer framework via the C# class that I took in my college. Many of you have possibly seen those videos, such as the Matrix website, etc. Some of those directly inspired this, and I wanted to learn web development using the old school HTML, CSS, JS methods. And so I got myself some books, got to reading, and we created this. So before I get into the actual source code of some of the source code ideas and whatnot that are actually within this project, I'm going to go ahead and mention that this project, I will have a link to the website itself in the description of this video. So I'm going to quickly access it through here real quick. And so the link is this right here. This is the full link. So my GitHub account here, and then the GameHacker569 website root. And so this is the actual website we're looking at. And so I have a new logo for the channel, which is now on display here. And we have a bunch of Easter eggs, and you'll see a lot of the personality I display within this entire website. I'm not going to read through everything. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to leave that ambiguous. I'm allow you guys to show off and look at it yourself. I will also be updating this occasionally as I add more projects and videos to the repertoire. So some of the cooler features I'll be displaying here, but not everything, of course. So obviously, as you just saw, we have some nice animation transitions here, and I have some stuff down here that takes you to my YouTube page and my LinkedIn page. And this is the one thing, the one reason we have JavaScript, and the only reason this project will be listed as a JavaScript playlist video will be this here. So you can click this to actually see a random video that is on the YouTube channel. I have every single video that I've ever created. And even here, you can see this is the video from yesterday, the chess game showcase that I created, and you could click into this and view it. I also have some of the tabs here that show off some of these videos. So if we wanted to go see Overwatch videos, you could see I have a listing of many of the videos. Now note that not every YouTube channel video is on this page directly. So there are videos from, say, Python and C# that are not listed under Python and C# projects, but I do have them listed under the randomizer. So let's swap over to the Python projects and see here I have created exe zip folders you can actually download for some of these. So like the triangle solver, you could download these using this link. You'll get a zip file downloaded to your computer, and you can extract it and run the program. What some of these will do will open up the terminal and allow you to actually run those programs. So for instance, if you wanted to play Monopoly with Python, which was a project I created about a year ago, you can click this link and it'll download it, as you can see here. And now I'm going to go to my downloads, and you can see that Monopoly was downloaded here. I can extract it. It seems to want to take its sweet time today. So you could extract Monopoly real quick. And now I have Monopoly here. I'm going to delete the zip. And you can open this file, and in here you'll just have an application. So we have the Monopoly application here. You can click into it. You'll see this pop up on some of your computers. These are obviously safe. I'm going to prove so now. Once it shows run anyways, you can just click it and it will run the program. And so you can see here the Monopoly program that I created all those years ago is now in effect. So see, I could do this, and now you can see this is the exact same as whenever we created that video. You can enter your commands into the terminal here, and you can see the board on the right side here. I'm going to exit this and remove it because it is not necessary for me to show you an old project, as you could watch the video here if you wanted to see the tutorial on how to use it. And so some of these, like the battleship and whatnot, are there. The most recent custom MIPS one, if you guys want this one, go to the video itself, and you can go to the description. Actually, I could show you here. I will duplicate and click into this. I can click watch on YouTube, and in the description here, this is a GitHub link that I left here. You guys can download the zip of the repository for this if you want to run it in the IDE yourself. Other ones you can download are the Unity projects. I've included links to every single Unity build, so including chess, which was done yesterday. This video was created yesterday. I also added the actual description of it last night as well, and you can download the actual project exe as a zip folder, extract it to your machine, and run it as a desktop app if you wish. So anyone can run any of my games or applications that I've left on here. So we have some other things. So for instance, if I go to other languages, so obviously here you can only see that I have Python, C#, Java, and Unity. I obviously have more projects that I've done in, say, C or C++, Rust, JavaScript, PHP. And so I've relegated them to the other language projects because I don't use those languages as often as you'll see me use Python or Java or C#, for example. And so they're just relegated to this. So you see in order from the opposite order of time. So effectively the first videos to the most recent videos is the order you'll see them listed in. And so you'll see that we had C++, and now we have C projects, and then Rust projects, PHP projects, and then JavaScript projects. See here I have the YouTube website thing here. Whenever this video goes live, I will switch the link for this video to this video that you are currently watching now. So you'll be able to watch this video while watching this video in a different page, which is epic. Obviously, I have the return to the top of the page links here, which scrolls you back to the top. And there are several in-page links like this one where you can go to Monopoly with Python, or I believe there was one for the matchmaking one that was somewhere else. The matchmaking one you can link to through Python. So if I wanted to, here I can click to Monopoly with Python, and boom, we're here now. So let's get into the actual what we're looking at for this project, as I'm more interested in the actual software than I am of the actual look of it. The look of it is just for the user. The actual how it works was what I was interested in, because that's going to lead into my next project. My next project obviously being a personal website. You won't see that posted to the channel, but if you guys are interested when that goes live, a link will obviously be provided via my LinkedIn. It'll be on my LinkedIn profile for those who are more interested in the professional side. So let's start with the video links.txt that I have here. This is a text file that I've just created so I can see a linked and the name of all of the videos that I have on YouTube, and I'm going to keep this updated. So if I ever need to add or remove them, they will be here. These are simply providing me an easy way of adding them to logic.js. So as I mentioned earlier, the only actual use of JavaScript I have is the random video selector. The way we did that was just by creating a class to store the videos, and then creating a long array of videos. So I give the embedded link from YouTube that I can get, and the actual video name, and then we see if the video is loading. If it is, then we return. If not, then we can actually load something. Otherwise, we will just select a random one that isn't already on the page and set it to those values. So we could set it to the link and the name. That's the logic stuff. So every single script is tied to logic, but that's the only one that uses is index.html, which acts as the home page of every site. And so other than that, also every page uses the styles.css that I've created. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, for those of you who do not know. And this is basically the how it looks of the page. This is where all the colors and transitions, all the page, basically how it looks comes out. This is the presentation of HTML for you. And so stuff like the hover effects of a button where it changes colors, all of that is located in here. Stuff like the size and the layout is all defined in CSS. Obviously I have the video or the channel logo stored in a separate file that is accessible to the list. All of these are irrelevant. I keep these downloadable files stored on my actual site, but these are going to be stored, these are stored on my GitHub in a link for releases, and that's basically when you click on a link to download one of these, you're going to my GitHub and taking a zip from the releases. So each page has its title, of course, a link to the logic script and the style sheets, which you see here, and then we go to the body, and the first thing you have is that nav bar that you all saw, which has the drop downs, the actual link to the home page here. So then you see here we have gaming, Overwatch, COD Zombies are right here with their hrefs. Then you have the actual main content of each page, and then you have the footer of each page. So if I were to show you an example from, let's do Java since I didn't show that page off, you can see here we have the links which use relative paths based on where these are at. So the Java has to go, this Java has to go up one level, and then it has to go to logic. So that's why you see the dot dot slash dot slash. So we have the same exact nav bar right here. Only difference are the hrefs are different. And then we have the project section, which shows off all the Java programs. And so we have Java when I learned it as a description of the language, and then we have each project. Each project, for the case of the ones that do not have a download link underneath them, is just a simple project name, a simple description, and an iframe which allows you to see the actual video. If you wanted to see a case of what some of the ones that have a download link look like, well, all we have is an extra href which is disguised as a button that takes you as a link to my GitHub. See here, releases, that goes to my releases on my GitHub, which allows you to get the actual file. This is just the name of the file. As I mentioned, the footer is the same for all of them. And so overall, it's a very simple website. You guys will probably be seeing more updates to it very soon. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to be working on the personal website very soon, but if you guys have any suggestions for additions to the website, I would be happy to hear them in the comments section. Please do, guys, make sure to go check out the actual website because I worked pretty hard on this, and I think is a nice addition to the YouTube channel. It'll allow as a hub for you guys to see much of the content that I've been working on behind the scenes, maybe learn a few things about each project, as some of the earlier projects that I didn't get to go as in depth to, I got to go in more in depth on for some of these. So like the Python triangle solver and the how to ask a girl out with code. These videos, some of these videos we didn't have microphones for, and so I have more context behind those videos themselves, as well as a few jokes that you guys might laugh to. I think you guys will enjoy that. So that'll be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the website. I will be seeing you guys later. Peace.